Sandhan. All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.
Good morning everyone. Good morning student. I am Dr. Nevi Chaudhary, Assistant Professor in CC in English in Sri Narayana College of Commerce. So today we all are here to know about the topic which is from your CC subject, that is Commercial Communication in SEM 1, and today we are going to study the principle of communication and the characteristics of communication. Now before we start with the topic, first of all, let's talk about communication. What is communication? Right? Suppose we are talking about the characteristics of communication as well as the principle of communication. It's very important for us to know about the meaning of communication. That's what the name of your subject, commercial communication. So in general, if we talk about communication, communication is simple. It's a kind of process in which people share information with each other. Now, in our day-to-day life even, somehow or other way, we share information with each other. The ways are different, no doubt. Sometimes it's oral communication, sometimes it's written communication, and maybe sometimes it's oral, it's non-verbal communication also. So, in our day-to-day life, we share information with each other, we share our feelings with each other, we share informations with each other, we share our point of view with each other. And that's what is communication. Now, if we talk about a proper definition of communication, communication is essentially the ability of a person to make contact with other person and to make her or him understood. So basically, whatever information we are sharing with each other, that is also important that the meaning should be very clear. So suppose I have some information I'm sharing with the other person and I'm able to make the contact and I'm able to make him understand what exactly I want to communicate, and that is communication. Now after knowing the meaning of communication, let's start with the characteristics of communication. As I told you that in our day-to-day life, we do communication. But for that communication, few characteristics which is very important for a proper communication. Now in our day-to-day life, when we communicate our parents, when we communicate with our friends, we won't think much. But if we talk about the formal communication, if we talk about the business communication, if we talk about the commercial communication, there are certain points which we have to take care while communicating, and that makes our communication a better one. For that, we should know about the certain characteristics of communication. For example, our communication should be objective oriented one. Now suppose I want to talk to you and I don't have any topic. I don't have proper information. I don't know. I don't have the idea of that topic. Am I able to communicate with you? No. So if you want to communicate with anyone, if you are going through the process of communication, the first important thing, the first main characteristics of a communication should be object oriented one. Means whatever communication you are doing with somebody else, that there should be some object, there should be some motive, there should be some topic, you should have the knowledge what exactly you are going to talk about. Now, for example, today I'm here to teach you the characteristics of communication as well as the principle of effective communication. If I don't have the knowledge of this topic, am I able to communicate with you? No. So, for communication, the main characteristics is that you should have the objective, you should have the knowledge, you should have the information regarding to the topic on which you are going to communicate. So the first characteristics of communication is that communication should be objective, or it is an objective oriented activity. Now further characteristics of communication is that it is a continuous process. Now today I'm teaching you a particular topic and I have to communicate with you in a very continuous process. I cannot stop in between. I cannot start talking about something else. I cannot start talking about any movie or any other subject, because the continue process is important. This is again another characteristics of communication. So if you don't have if you are not communicating with anyone continuously, that process is not continue, then the communication is not effective one. So for a proper communication, this is also important that the communication should be a continue one. We cannot take breaks in between, especially if we talk about formal communication. So if we are dealing with commercial communication, we have to follow these characteristics. Further, two-way process. Now again, this is very important. Communication is not a one-way process. Now you are talking with someone and you are not getting any response, so that is not communication. That is simply you are transferring the information to the another one. But still you are not able to complete the definition of communication, because it's a two-way process where two group transfer the information with each other. So whenever we are doing communication, that characteristic should be there, that should be a two-way process. Suppose if you are communicating with anyone on XYZ topic, you should get response also. So two-way process is also important. Further, if we talk about the characteristics of communication, motivating activity. Now in our communication, we are transferring the information, we are transferring our thoughts, we are in contact with other one. So that should be motivational one. The response is also important. That's the point of view of the another person is also important. So all these characteristics are main if you are communicating. Further, if we'll talk about the relation with administrative process. So see, all such things we don't care if we are doing informal communication. We don't care if we are talking with our mother. We don't care that is a two-way process or not, or that is we are getting response or not, or there is continue or not, that communication is in continue process or not. We won't take care of all such things if we are doing informal communication. But if we talk about formal communication, we have to take care of all such things. We have to take care that our communication is two-way or not, we have some objective or not, we have some motivational things or not. That all the things are very much important if you are doing formal communication. If you are working in an organization, all such things are important. Because in any kind of organization, communication means a lot. Now maybe the form is different, though that is oral communication or written communication. The communication means a lot in any kind of organization. I must say that's a main pillar of any organization. So we have to take care of all these characteristics while we are talking about the communication. Further, to the point. So if you are doing communication, if you are doing communication in written, through letter, notice or anything, that should be to the point, right? Or if you are doing communication orally, again that should be to the point. So that again a different kind of characteristics which is important if you are talking about communication. Now further, if you think that what else is important if we talk about communication, that is active participation. Now suppose you are doing group discussion, so participation of each and every member is important. Otherwise, we won't be able to fulfill the criteria, or we won't be able to make our communication effective one. So the active participation is important in any kind of communication. So basically, once again, if we revise about the characteristics of the communication, that what are the main point which is important in when you talk about characteristics of communication. Number one, that is objective oriented activity. Communication in business or organization, communication is what? It's a kind of activity which is objective oriented. I have some objective, then only I will communicate with you. Without any objective, I cannot communicate. Without any knowledge, I cannot communicate. That we can do in informal communication, not informal communication. So, objective oriented activity. Second, it's continuous process. Third, it's two-way process. Fourth, it's motivating activity. Fifth, it should be to the point. And the sixth one, that active participation is also important. So these are the main characteristics if we talk about communication. Now in the same topic, we have other things also. For example, we want to communicate with our boss. Now how can you define the characteristics? That in your communication, ये characteristics है या नहीं? How can you define that? Now suppose I want to talk to my boss. You can do oral communication also, or you can write letter also. That is a written communication. Now how can you identify that in your communication you have these certain characteristics or not? So while talking to your boss, first of all, you'll think about the topic. That what is your objective? Why are you going to your boss to communicate? So first of all, we should have that objective. That why we want to talk to our boss. Second thing, that should be two-way process. Now you'll approach your boss. You'll talk to him, you'll share your ideas, and then you'll get the response also. So, you have topic, then that is two-way process. You'll talk to your boss, you'll share your points, you'll share the informations, you'll get the response. That should be to the point. You cannot do other chit-chat in between that. Now, while talking to him, you will keep the continuous process. So in this small example, even you can realize that while communicating in any organization, we should keep certain characteristics in communication. So if you are talking to someone, we cannot stop in between. First, we have to finish the topic and then we'll talk about something else. So that continued process is also important. So these are certain characteristics which we have to take care if we are talking about the characteristics of communication. Now further, we'll discuss the principle of effective communication. Now we all do communication. How can you make our communication effective one? That is important. And for that, in your syllabus, we have prescribed principle of effective communication. So in short, if you want to make your communication effective one, you should keep certain things in your mind. Principle means rules, regulations, main things. So to make your communication effective one, we should know about the principle of communication. Principle of communication, it means अगर आप अपने communication को effective बनाना चाहते हो तो ये वो सारी चीज़ें हैं जो उसके अंदर होनी चाहिए, जो आपको help करेंगी आपके communication को effective बनाने के लिए. Now I'll give you a very small example for that कि how can we analyze that the communication is effective one or not. As such, we all are very good speakers. And even we talk about the politician, they all are very good speaker. But ऐसे बहुत कम है जिनसे हम impress होते हैं. Though they all are talking about the same thing. Though they all are talking about the development of India. They are talking about their new policies. They are giving promises. But there are very few which are able to impress us. What is the reason behind that? For example, on one side we have one politician who is reading the paper and giving the speech. On the other side, we have another politician who is addressing the crowd directly. Now we can identify the difference. Now on the one side there is a person who is just reading the paper, who is not clear enough, who is not concise, who is not complete. So we are not able to, that politician is not able to impress us. It means his communication is not effective one. And on the other side, the another politician, he is able to attract the crowd. The reason? Communication. Because his speech is able to fulfill all the principle of effective communication. Now you all know the value of communication. Now if you want to make your communication effective one, you have to take care of certain things. Now this principle of communication, that is, we can also say 7 C's of communication. 7 C's, because all these principles that starts from the alphabet C, and they are 7 in number. Now we'll start with our first principle, right? All these principles